Hey Ed, how's it going? Jim. The weather down there, Jim, probably about the same as it is here. It's just kind of rainy, nasty. Yeah. Yeah, not that good. Russ, Ed, East Coast. I'm right back. I got to pitch a couple of peanuts. Be right back. Stay right there. Stay. Hey Ed, how's it going? Well, overnight there was snow coming down up here too. Didn't stick, of course, but it was just light snow in the air. Just went out through some peanuts and it's sprinkling. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day. Right now it's 32 degrees right here, right now. Yes, it is chilly. It definitely isn't freighter flying weather with all the light rain and cold. Yeah, Jim, I'm not looking forward to winter either. Well, if you could do that, Jim, you'd be a hero to a lot of people.
And it comes after a decade of decline for recruitment numbers in the military that had gotten so bad that the military was having to change their goal downward so that it wouldn't look like they were missing their goals by as much. But if they had worked like rigging the numbers to make it not as bad as it would be, they were. Washington is not a place that usually will.
Traffic, go ahead. Good morning. We're after staying on Napa. We're going to Sunny View Fuel Up over.
So usually the problems just remain.
Roger. There's no immediate downbound traffic. First downbound I have for 11 and 12 is a 10. Roger. Well, we're in what's positive.
It's already accomplished right in public, Charlie. Democrats causing problems in Washington takes me right back to a handful of Democrats in the Senate that are literally keeping the government shut down for 40 days.
That's the longest shutdown
In history. That brings us to a Fox News alert. Eyes are on the Senate as lawmakers eye possible test vote this afternoon. That could pave the way, ending the longest government shutdown. Chad Parker, our senior correspondent, back on to help us with Chad. Where do we stand?
Well, we're waiting to see what happens early this afternoon. The Senate Republican Conference, they'll have a meeting and get everybody together in the early afternoon. I was told that one goal would be to have a test vote sometime this afternoon. I'm also told that they might not put that on the floor if they don't think that they have the votes. Now, in order to get across the barricade there and get across the test vote, they need 60 yeas. That means they have to persuade Democrats. And I talked to some Democrats.
I'll go on. We check down for you. You can go there.
I mean, you've had Angus Keeler, the independent from Maine, and Catherine Cortez Masto from Nevada, who've all voted on these other, test votes before throughout September into October, but they've never moved the ball. The other issue here that might be the holdup is we still don't have bill text. Bill text, and this would deal with funding the government, reopening the government until the end of January. It would also fund the Department of Agriculture, the Congress, and the Department of Veterans Affairs for the entire fiscal year through next fall. And so they think that they might be able to pluck off some Democrats there, and it's about the math. You have to get 60 votes. If they get 60 votes, that will be a signal that it's only a matter of time that the Senate will pass that bill, and eventually the government will probably reopen. But just the fact that there's not bill text yet, that tells me a lot. This is still in this stasis.
Does that mean that the possible Democrat senators who could cross over, like you mentioned, Cortez?
Yeah, Jim, I've lost a few pounds here and there. Sign of the times of getting older. Like you though, Jim, I'm not looking forward to winter because I shovel my driveway and my sidewalks, and it's going to be a tough one. I have a snowblower, but then I haven't had them fired up since last year, and I don't even know if they'll fire up. So. East Coast says it's 77 degrees where he is. All right. Good for you. You know, it's like life. There's the upside and there's the downside. Right now, we're down here in the downside. You're on the upside.
They felt that happened. The Chuck Schumer back in March. Again, he probably won't to break that filibuster, but if you have those others, you're going to have that internal clash inside the Democratic Party, and that is going to be nasty.
Yeah, so of course he can't vote for that because he's worried about a threat from his left in a primary challenge. But the last salvo we saw that we know about for extending the subsidies for it's a pretty audacious proposal, and every Republican kind of laughed at. But I still have wondered whether or not maybe that was sort of a negotiating tool.
Jim, how are you coming along? How's your head and your back and everything? And of course your legs, your hip.
Might be shady point, but here's the thing that's happened on the Republican side of the aisle. They have used this, and if you watch the floor speeches in the Senate yesterday, as an opportunity to completely relitigate Obamacare. Remember that in 2010, when they finally passed the final.
No, I didn't drain the gas out of them. I used to put in some of that gas additive, but I didn't do that this year.
You have to subsidize.
Well, rain and snow mix is what they're calling for here. Jim, I don't know what they're calling for down there. I would imagine the same thing, right? Rain, snow mix. I don't think it's an official winter storm warning. But I don't know.
That's the idea here. And so again, this is where I say in a time machine, and they're talking like it's 2010, 2011 again about Obamacare, trying to talk about what a problem it was from their perspective.
Well, Chad, if you're the insurance companies, this is a president who might actually take that money that would go to them and give it back to the people. He's been tweeting out that Obamacare sucks. He also said that the Republicans must blow up the filibuster and approve hundreds of long sought but never forgotten policy wins. As just a small example, voter ID, which is, by the way, very popular to reform our election. So a lot of people who voted for President Trump are saying, yeah, why don't they get rid of the filibuster if we can pass all this stuff and with the government? Do you think this is a threat that the Democrats are taking seriously?
A couple things there. It's about the math on that too. They don't have the votes to undo the filibuster. There's a lot of Republicans who are resistant to that, and it would be a question: do they get rid of the filibuster for all?
Okay, Jim. Just stay on top of it, and hopefully your doctors will take good care of you.
He's saying because we need the government here in November of 2025. You can tweet that level of specificity. Okay, that might be one option if we go another 2 or 3 weeks with the government shutdown. But here's the other thing I think suspect about this on both sides of the aisle. And the other thing I thought that was interesting is that the president has said this, and that most Republicans in the Senate are in pretty much lockstep with President Trump. But this is the one issue where he has been resisted him. And so it's something that just isn't flying yet in the Senate and may never fly at this stage. And I think that's very interesting that that's the one thing that he has harped on, with these Senate Republicans, maybe trying to gin up some support there, but so far it hasn't worked.
You were to guess what that number be among Republicans right now in the Senate who sits pulling the trigger. The filibuster. How many Republicans would that be?
I think you're a good 10 to 15.
Roger, Stella reported downbound at Saltbox. Upbound at the Robert S. Pearson, just approaching X-ray 32.
That number would change and be in flux based on.
There's a lot of debate, this thing just starting now, that you could actually carve out an era legislative lane and not apply to other legislation, whereas the previous, you can give the.
Well, thanks, Jim. I appreciate it.
That's what they're worried on nominations, never on legislation. So once they cross that Rubicon into legislation, that's a very different.
As always, Chet Berger, excellent coverage. Bring anything you have to us as the news warrants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's such a great. I have to
Hey, Ron, how's it going?
take off the mask. And, you know, stripes, I think we're gonna see it more of a willingness to break, as he said, you know, go over that Rubicon and do it for their own. And so President Trump's looking at that thing, why don't we do it for ourselves?
Mr. Lee, attorney traffic, go ahead.
Two Democrats out of a majority in the Senate. Only two Democrats.
Hey, there you are. Hey, morning,
You
Paul.
on, you on your way home, Ron?
Yes, sir.
Well, how's the weather there?
Bad, no chilly. About 25 degrees.
Just this one.
Yeah, it's cold here, but we've had rain with a little bit of snow mixed in here and there. But it's not staying, but it's just
We had some snow yesterday a little bit. Not bad though. I'm gonna go home and get my hunting clothes on, meet my coworker, and we're gonna try and get him an elk. So,
elk hunting, huh?
what's new and exciting in Port Huron?
Not much, just the weather's been sucky the last day, rainy, cold. It's only 32 degrees here and but raining. And overnight I looked on the cameras and I see little specks of snow periodically here and there, you know.
On Biden. Another week or so left the hunting season, and yeah, I just been balls to the wall, excuse the expression, but if I'm not working, I'm hunting. Yeah,
Well, you're guiding, that's a passion.
yeah, that's kind of hard to call it work. I am getting paid for it, but you know, like, well, okay, I got to.
Yeah, I'd be right in
Here's what
heaven
my
if every
heart-
time I flew a ship I got paid for it, you know.
Yeah, really.
But I still enjoy the hell out of it.
Far. Oh yeah. They say if you enjoy what you do, you never go to work a day in your life.
Yep, that's right.
So.
It gets me up in the
Got a
morning
interesting-
and makes my day.
Had an interesting couple the other day. They were hunters from Houston, Texas, and the husband was a U.S. Marshal, and he had some interesting stories. Yeah, I enjoyed swapping stories with him.
I'm sure, Ron, he's not too happy with the way the world is turning out today.
He is not. He is not. All right, Paul, I'm having some technical difficulties here.
Okay.
There we go. Oh,
On Fox News right now, they got a rescue otter as a pet otter of somebody, and they use him out in cloudy weather, cloudy mucky situations for recovering bodies and recovering guns and other things. Because evidently the otter has certain things that allows them to blow bubbles and they can smell underwater, and they also with their mouth they can tell if there's metal someplace. So they go out and find guns in the water, you know. The audio's gone, Ron.
Here now?
Yep, I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, there's some dead spots between here and home.
How far are you from home?
Got about a half hour.
Ah,
Not a bad. Still better than that 4.5 hour drive I used to do.
yeah. When you were doing the helicopter thing, you used to drive a long ways.
You know, Paul, more and more. Don't get me wrong. I miss that job. I miss the flying and the excitement and the adrenaline rush. But it seems like almost weekly anymore. There's an aviation accident somewhere, and
Yep.
just yesterday, they are down in I want to say Kentucky. Vanderbilt Life Flight crashed yesterday.
Oh,
And medical crew of 3, 1 was killed and 2 severely injured. It's just, I'm hearing this stuff weekly. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I got the hell out of it. Had a good time.
yeah. Somebody was looking over you.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Here comes Mark. Morning, Mark.
Morning, Paul. Morning, Ron.
Mark, how are you, sir?
Not too bad, thank you. You?
My Instant 360 X5 out with me today. Do a little filming out in the woods and see what I get. My coworker that I worked with last night, Nate, he's a good dude. Loves to hunt, fish. Matter of fact, I hooked him up with my outfitter. He's going up to Canada next year, where I was last summer,
Yeah.
and now he kind of, I don't know, kind of talked me into I might be going with him. So I might go up to fish, and then I might go out and film him and his buddy out there bear hunting.
Well, just between us, Ron, did he have to twist your arm very hard?
No.
Well, what's nice is you live alone. You don't have to worry about the house or anything. You just go, you know?
There's a man. Days I come home and I'm like, man, somebody was here, you know.
And it's not like
yeah,
you
I'm
can.
kinda glad I'm alone.
It's not like you can have an animal there waiting for you, you know?
Yeah, I can. Not with my schedule. I could have a goldfish or a hamster, but
Well, I suppose you could have a cat, but you'd have to spend a lot of money in getting them ready for that.
yeah, I would not have a cat in my house. I like cats as long as there's somebody else.
Yeah, I'm not a cat person either. I'm a dog person.
And I will not have cats. They like to claw at things, and I like my furniture and all my belongings. And I'm a little possessive. First person or thing that destroys that will not turn out well for them.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it could be awkward with a cat with all them stuffed animals.
I have a couple friends. Well, my one buddy at work, the guy that went to Canada with me, do with me. They just like ignore me. But the cat, every time I walk in there, she jumps up in my lap and wants to be petted. You know.
Hours at 15 to HQ. Can't believe we're going to have a window next week. Photograph there. That's going to go here. We see this window now.
Mark, how is your weather?
It's a little bit cold. 53 degrees at the moment, but feels like 43.
Celsius or Fahrenheit? Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit, Mark?
That's Fahrenheit.
Oh, 63. I'll take that. Hell.
No, 53.
Oh, I'll still take that. I'm at 20.
Yep.
I'm at 27. So you got
Well,
double
you know,
what I got.
the way the weather goes towards Great Britain, you get warmer weather, don't you?
No, not really. It's like 11 degrees centigrade, feels like 7 at the moment. But it's going to be a mildish week, but we'll be expecting it to drop down into the single figures over the next few weeks.
Up in Vegas. Dre Crawford over there.
Yeah, Dre's over in Vegas.
The one guy, Bob. Is it Bob? I met him down in Florida. I can't remember his last name, but I think he's the one that lives out in Vegas, and he holds that.
Bob Dempsey.
Yes, yeah, Bob Dempsey, yep. I don't know what to do, guys, about drones anymore. I still have my Mavic 2. It flies great. It films great. But with everything going on, I don't, one, it's kind of hard to get anything. Two, you don't know how long you're going to be like permitted to fly anymore. The hobby seems to be getting punched every day, and I don't know. I'm not going to invest some bunch of money into something that might not be here a year from now.
You were talking about Bob Dempsey.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
What's up?
Isn't that who that is? Justin out there in Vegas.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. I think he was here that year I met you and your wife down in Florida. I think he was there that year at the drone meetup.
Yeah.
I know. That day. Oh my God. Remember we went out to dinner and what was it? Adrian wanted water. Apparently your wife bought the wrong water.
Oh, yeah, and he fucking cried like a little prissy baby because he got the wrong bottle of water.
Your wife was going to kill him. Funny.
No, see, Adrian and Bob Dempsey, I think they were sitting at the kids' table.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny.
I remember the first time I ever saw Adrian, I was like, dude, the camera added like 10 inches.
Oh, yeah.
I was not expecting that when he got out of when he walked up to me.
I remember
Truck.
last year when they filmed the meet and greet, Bob Dempsey was walking around the pool hall and he kept disappearing behind the pool tables.
Then Bob, we went out on that fishing trip with Ray Kelly. Bob spent 3/4 of his time over the railing hurling. He did not handle that boat very well. Oh man, that poor man was sick.
And yet he still keeps going on cruises.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh.
And the only time I actually felt seasick was going across the channel on the hovercraft, because it's a really weird feeling. You can see the sea going up and down and all over the place outside, but the hovercraft stays absolutely steady.
I want you to try that.
Well, hey, is Bob shorter than Art?
I have no idea. I don't think
Because
anybody's ever.
Art's a little guy too.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever sat out there at the measuring pole and was like, "All right, line up, fellas."
Yeah, Art's what's that? Art's just under 5 foot, isn't he, I think.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah, he's 4 foot something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a short guy.
Ed says good morning to you, Justin.
Morning.
Morning to everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat, but
Yeah, because you're driving.
yep.
Lay down. Lay down.
How's the pooch, Paul?
What's that?
How's the pooch?
He's still a handful, you know. He just you can't see him, but he's on the floor here sleeping. Because it's even though it's 9:30 in the morning, it's relatively dark here.
And tomorrow's gonna be fucking cold here.
Florida going to be cold?
Yeah, it's gonna be like 30, 38 in the morning. I mean, it's not cold for some people, but cold for Florida.
Yeah.
No. That's starting to get cold.
Now you didn't have to work today, did you?
No, why would I work on Sunday?
No, but I mean tomorrow Veterans Day is on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I have Tuesday off, not Monday.
Okay.
The school district wasn't allowed to change it because it was a federal holiday.
Okay.
They cannot change the day off for that, especially for something like Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And like I said, our district is kind of not what you see in the news. Our district is very pro-American and very pro-Veterans Day and American flag and doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Our district don't put up. They actually do prayers before the meetings. So what does that tell you? You'd never see that shit in California.
Mhm.
Granted, I'm not religious and like don't really do anything. I just kind of sit there because it's weird for me, but they still do it.
The Ethos chair is built around two science city. Next thing you sit, easiest selfie out of you. Try the Ethos chair, risk-free for 60 days. Lonely town snappy. Coaching they're trying to raise your glass. And so, and for now.
Yeah, when I was at primary school, we actually had a mass before school started.
One of my favorite supplements.
Yeah, like before they do the meetings for the drivers and the attendants and everybody, they actually will do a prayer and then they'll do the Pledge of Allegiance right after it. Like I said, you won't see that in like California and New York schools. They would never do that.
Hey, Paul, David and Lori finally got married, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly 2 weeks ago now. It'll be 2 weeks on Tuesday.
Yeah, I helped David pick out the jar for his balls to go into. It was a very lovely jar.
I think that happened way before they got married.
Wait for it, David's gonna pop on a minute. Fuck you.
Yeah, I can see it coming.
No, they had a nice ceremony and everything. It went good. Yeah.
Well, what we saw of it anyway.
Yeah.
We
'Cause
watched Healing.
Yeah, the David adjusted the camera, and the people that were running the live stream are supposed to tell you if something's fucked up and alert you, hey, your camera's not facing the right direction, whatever. Well, they didn't tell David, and we were set at the stood at the roof for most of the wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he
What?
said it, he went to the front of the registry office, and somebody sat in a chair in front of the camera and nudged the camera, and it pointed up at the ceiling.
Yeah. Well, I saw David adjust it at one point, and he adjusted it, and when he was adjusting it, he pointed it towards the roof. I'm telling you, it wasn't the person that came by and nudged it. I watched him do it. That was when I left because I couldn't see what was going on. There was one point where he adjusted the camera and he put it way too high.
Yeah, all we could see were the tops of heads, and only
Yeah.
when they stood up.
Now, as far as somebody coming by and hitting the camera, I must have not have been there for that. But I remember David adjusting the camera and he put it a little too high. I don't know if he came back and fixed it. He might have came back and fixed it after that. I don't know. Because I left after that because I couldn't see anything. And plus, I was in the middle of dealing with the kids. So.
Trying to start raining here now.
We're getting out of our rainy season now. We haven't got much of any rain in the past week and a half. Usually it rains every single day.
Well, it did forecast rain for this afternoon.
Yeah, during the winter it don't rain much here. We get a few days here and there.
Rainy, rain, if I remember right. It is just
Do what?
your rainy season's kind of like late spring, early summer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around the summertime. Yeah, we get a lot of rain around that time. A lot of thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms, yeah.
Last year we had one day during the winter where it was freezing cold and it was rainy. I don't know. I kind of like that day. I don't know why. Sometimes I like dreary days like that. Everybody else complains about them. But see, I grew up in California in an area where we only got rain if we were lucky 1 week to 2 weeks out of the year, if that. It was just sunny all the time. So sometimes I like overcast days.
Yeah, there have been.
Yeah, because California, man, it's like sunny like almost every day of the year. No clouds. All right, sorry, I was making breakfast. What's up, Jim? Edward, D-Man.
Yeah, I think that's David.
Who?
Demon.
52 drones. David. Which David?
No, I think D-Man is called David.
Demon.
Oh.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. It works with your body, so you're not doing it alone.
Yeah, I've been through Michigan a couple of times. Some nice areas up there. I wouldn't say Detroit was the nicest looking area when I went through it. That's probably one of the most rundown cities I've ever seen. But I've heard it's gotten better over the last few years.
Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking
I think there seems to be a small little revival up in Detroit now.
Really?
Yeah, where they're like redone some neighborhoods and
Yeah, but they, a lot of the neighborhoods that they are reviving look like ghost towns. I mean, it was just like shacks and
well, they're
decrepit.
doing what they call gentrifications of the areas, which means you got people like, I don't know, high-end middle class hootie tootie people moving in.
Choose from millions of color and effect combinations using the free app. The starter kit includes everything needed for easy, permanent.
Ron, have you ever thought about selling your house?
I ran across my mind. I think I've got a lot of equity in it. I've done a lot of things to it. Plus, I'm right next door to a state park. I have a giant fishing lake right beside me. So
Oh, okay.
and I've had some $5 homes built in my neighborhood too, which only increases your value. So,
Well, I
I could
wouldn't.
probably sell my place for a good 300 better, but with the interest rates right now, no.
Dude, I wouldn't sell because you live in a nice area that doesn't have a whole lot of issues. You live in a low cost area and you make damn good money. That's hard to find.
I know.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I'm
leaving.
lucky.
Well,
Because
the only thing is he's driving all the time. It'd be nice if you could take that house and put it right next to where you're working,
no.
If I ever sell and decide to move, I'm going to Alaska. So, that'd be about the only place I'd really go, I think.
You like Alaska in the wintertime?
Some areas in Alaska in the winter aren't any worse than here. So it would not be a shock to me.
The only difference I think you would run into is the amount of sunlight you get, right? Because that's a little different. Not too bad in the southern part of Alaska, but the more northern you go, I think it worse that
Oh,
gets.
yeah.
But would you live like down where like Anchorage is, where it's a little bit more populated, like if you needed to get to a hospital, something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live like some of those remote areas where you're going to live off the land. And, yeah, I like the outdoors, but not that much.
Yeah, those places where you got to fucking call a plane and it takes 6 hours to get to the hospital after your heart attack.
Yeah. Yep.
Just hold on, buddy. We'll have you there tomorrow. Just hold on.
Take my friend Don. Remember that photography trip I went on in Alaska?
Yeah.
I went up, remember I went up and did all the bear photography and that? He was supposed to go with me, but where we were at, they said if the weather was permittable, it'd be 2-3 hours before the Coast Guard could get there to us. Yeah. Like, yeah, there were just too many dangers.
Oh yeah, that shit ain't no joke, man. They live out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like people in the US think they're rural when they're out in the woods and they're 20 miles from the city. No, you don't know what rural is. And that's how you get to fucking Alaska and you're 6 hours from the nearest hospital.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good. Like where I worked last night, little town of Newcastle. It's about an hour south of my house. Really much more than a general illness, they stabilize you there, and then they send you out. Uh, but, and then from there, you're a minimum 2 to 3 hour drive from any good hospital that will be able to fully treat you like a heart attack, stroke, major trauma. I said all they can do is stabilize you there. They don't have the capacity or capability of taking care of somebody really sick. That's part of my job there is we transport a lot of the patients out of that hospital to like Rapid City, Casper. We'll fly them out to Denver. Yeah, they just don't have the capabilities. And people, they make those decisions, like, this is where I want to live. Just FYI, where you're living, here's your resources, where they're at.
Hey, I'm down with anybody wanting to live where they want to, but you just know the consequences.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Jim just put in the chat. He says it's too bad that we don't have the Pledge of Allegiance back in the classrooms in America.
We do in
They
our
don't have that
classrooms.
anymore.
All classrooms in Florida do the Pledge of Allegiance as a statewide thing.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
It's certain states. It's not all of them.
So that they get their supply chains here and start producing the things that we need. But he's also done a number of deals to ensure that America is independent.
You talk to most of the teachers in my school district, they ain't about any of that shit like the teachers in California and shit are.
To try access to the rare earth minerals that are plentiful. By the way, rare earth minerals are plentiful around the world. China doesn't have a lot on the rare earth minerals.
Well, California, yeah, it's a whole new story.
And the U.S. used to have that.
Hey, JDS, how you doing?
Southern California, weren't you, Justin?
Yeah, I grew up in Southern California, but I was in more of a conservative area because it was a more rural desert area, which is
Yeah, you were
mainly.
down.
I was down by
Yeah, you were-
Barstow.
Barstow, yeah, yep.
Now, how far is Vegas from Barstow?
Not far.
About an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on traffic. Not that far. If you take the power line road, the big graded dirt road that goes next to the power lines, you can get mostly to Vegas on that. You can go as fast as you want on that road. That's the road we used to take almost all the way there, and we'd get off onto the freeway right past Baker and cut around all the traffic.
Yeah, Baker, yep. From Baker.
We would either get off of the power line road at Baker or we'd go down a little ways farther right before state line and we'd get onto the freeway there.
Guys, I'll be right back.
And we'd do like 120 down that road the whole way. It didn't take us long to get to Vegas at all the way we drove.
Well, according to everybody that I've listened to, Vegas isn't the same place it was back in the 70s when I went there.
That's what we were talking about yesterday. It's not. You used to go into a casino and it was a bunch of just like everyday shops and the buffets were cheap, rooms were good deals. Now you go in there and it's all high roller fucking just shops that
Everything's
everyday
so
people.
super expensive too.
Yeah, you go in there and it's nothing but like Rolex and Versace and Louis Vuitton. It's like all these high end stores that most everyday people don't shop at. And the buffets are expensive as shit. They're like $60, $70, $80 a head.
Wow.
And you go in there with a family of 5 and you're damn near paying $500 just to have a meal. It's ridiculous. That's why Laughlin, that's what me and Dre were talking about yesterday. That's why Laughlin's trying to capitalize off of that. Because then now they're drawing in some of those people that don't want to go to Vegas anymore. They're like, hey, why don't you come over here? We got cheap rooms, we got cheap buffets. Whereabouts what, Jim? Like where I lived at?
Plus it's clear, so nobody even knows it's there. But you know that traffic's gone. You sit on your garage entry door, it's all that, and the warm air. You sit on fail stocks.
I mean, an everyday family can still go to Vegas, but they got to really save up to go now.
Water power. One more proof. Let's take it outside.
It's like I said, the same issue that Disney's running into. People can't even afford to go to Disney anymore. Now when it's $200-300 a head, that's crazy. I mean, a family of five, they'll spend what about? I think it's $200 a ticket. You'll spend close to $1,200 just to get in the park. That doesn't include all the food. If you need a hotel, you're going multiple days.
When you want to do this banking, like, whoa, let's not even. How's your neck?
Oh yeah, you're talking about Detroit. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good to working. It's getting hot.
A little bit warm, but not hot.
It'll get better. Next week, you get like you get back to eggs and all.
Personalized our support store.
Everybody gonna do on their Sunday off today?
I don't really do a whole lot on Sundays. Not unless I had tomorrow off, then I'd find stuff to do, but I usually just relax. I don't really do a whole lot on Sunday. But we have damn near a whole month off in between this month and next month. Got 9 days off for Thanksgiving and almost 3 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's.
Hey, when you have that time off, right?
I don't mind it. No, don't bother me none. I mean, the longest time we have off is for summer. It's just 2.5 months.
Okay. Probably.
But if you get into like one of the office jobs, or say you get into one of the shops, they work through the whole summer, so they don't take the time off like we do. Just the bus drivers and teachers take that time off.
Salary?
Do what?
Salary?
Did you say salary?
Yeah, salary or hourly?
No, it's hourly.
Oh, okay.
But they do that thing where they hold back money and they save it for you, and then that way you get a paycheck each month throughout the summer.
Oh, okay.
Where you headed to, Ron?
home
Uh,
and gonna change clothes really quick, get the side by side up on the trailer and in the truck and meet my buddies. See if we can get him an elk today.
well, nice. So it's just a little private hunting trip.
Yeah, just the two of us will be out there.
You
Yeah,
know
no,
where you know where the elk are at this time of year?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time.
If Ron ain't figured out where the elk are, then he ain't doing his job right.
Yeah, that's right. The problem with this particular hunt is it's on what they call public land or state land. Anybody can hunt it. And what happens is every Tom, Dick, and Harry and Sally
Is
goes
out
up
there?
there to hunt, is out there hunting deer, and those elk kind of get pushed off the property. They head down over the hill onto a couple private ranches. One of them, this one rancher, I was up on top of the mountain on the state land where me and anybody else could be. I could see about 2 miles away down on this private ranch, and there were about 300 elk. And couldn't touch them because they're on private land. Now, what happens, what we hope for is snow. And what a lot of people don't understand is if we get snow, like it has to be a good 2, 3, 4 inches or better. What happens is that snow covers up their ground feed. Well, now they don't have anything to eat because their feed is all covered up. So they move back up the mountain to feed on like trees and
Bushes.
things like that. Yeah. So like when I was up there in January, if you remember, I got that elk in January last year.
Yeah.
There was 2 feet of snow, and there was elk everywhere. We were seeing elk all day long, and
So where you're going hunting, is there snow there yet or no?
there's a little wee bit that I don't have high hopes, but not all the elk run off of there. There are some that go back in deep, and that's where I told Nate today. I said, make sure you have your hiking shoes on, buddy. We're going for a hike today. Problem is, we get something. Oh dear Lord, I'm gonna have to call in the troops for help to get them out. It's a big animal.
So what, you just go in so far, park the side by side, and then walk the rest of the way?
Yeah, we do some walking. Yeah. You got to be in shape. Not anybody can crawl up in there. Some of those hills are pretty rugged. That's why I just try and stay healthy and keep my weight down and exercise. And otherwise, the stuff I won't be able to do anymore. I can still do it, but I can't do it like I used to 10 years ago.
Ron, have you ever used a drone to spot deer and elk?
No, you're not allowed. That's 100% forbidden. There's some kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a grayish area where they say you could use a drone for recovery. In other words, you shoot one, a lot of times it runs away and sometimes you can't find them. But before I would ever do that, I would check with a game warden and say, hey, I have a drone, I shot one, can't find it, am I allowed to use it for recovery? But you can't use them to find out where they're at. So,
Well, and out where you're at with all the trees and shit, you'd
I'm
probably have to have a infrared on there anyway,
yeah.
especially in
Damn
that
near, yeah.
cold weather.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know. You don't even have one of those, do you?
Infrared, no.
Yeah, the problem is though, is like trying to. Yeah, I could see that being a gray area because I'm trying to prove whether you used it to find the elk or to recover it. Yeah. mean, I guess you'd have to show them video if they really wanted to see it. They'd have to require you like record or whatever.
Might get it's 144.
Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Paul. Good afternoon, Mark.
Hey, David.
Afternoon, David.
What's up, Justin?
Get up.
Good afternoon, everybody. I've been out of bed for half an hour. Told you I was tired. And guess what? I could go back to bed. I just feel so knackered.
David,
Yeah.
Justin tell me something about having your balls in a jar.
Yeah, that's happened. I have the ring.
Yeah, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Did the charity event as well, which meant my balls were twisted even more.
I wish you both the best of everything.
Got a question
I
for
can't
you.
remember what.
Yeah, got a
I
medical
can't remember the
question
last
for
time
you.
Oh, it's Laura. I haven't talked to her in like a zillion years.
Just a
David
minute.
wants to ask you a medical question.
Yeah, just a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Managing Director, Laura. Not you. Ron wants to speak to you. I got what? She hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Yes?
Ron would like to speak to you.
Yes.
Say hello.
Congratulations, Laura.
Thank you.
Pickle wants to be with you, take him.
You stop coming with me.
She's doing diamond painting and he keeps picking up the trays and throwing them, so she has to pick all the beads up. Right, so Ron, when I went up Blackpool Tower, I was feeling really dizzy, you know, from all the thought of going up there and stuff. But when I actually walked out onto that glass, why did everything just change? Why did I just suddenly become so energetic and wanted to go higher?
Nope.
What happened to the fear? Where did it go?
That's called adrenaline.
Yeah, I kind of get that, but it was like the dizziness went, the whole lot.
Well, the fear was the first thing, right?
Yeah, there's the fear. You see, my mate who was so cocky, who wanted to go up there, and he's like, I'll do it, I've got no problems. When he got up there, he went the other way. He just froze. He wouldn't come out. Well, I just went up, and then suddenly I was like, fuck it, I'm going higher. I'm going out to the outside.
Probably because you realized it wasn't all that big of a deal that you were making it out to be.
I don't know, because as soon as I got back down and I looked back up, I was like, nope, back dizzy. I can't believe I even fucking did it.
That was your
That's what
vertigo. That's probably your vertigo.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. A little dehydration. This could be a million things. Sugar. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Lack of oxygen with it being so high.
Yeah.
Just being a bitch. You
Yeah.
Yeah, just being a wuss. Yeah.
Hey, well, you'd know about that, wouldn't you, Justin?
Guys, I got a boogie.
Okay,
Got
Ron.
home.
Hey, thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Yep, gotta change clothes, grab a gun, and head to the woods.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Most American
Take care,
thing I've
Ron.
heard
Good
this
seeing
morning.
Yeah. See, look,
Yeah, that's America. Yeah.
he gets out in the first aid gear. Oh, I'll protect you all. Suddenly, he's got the gun out. He's like, fucking get out of my way.
Yeah, be careful out there, Ron.
Take care, guys.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's right,
bye-bye.
See you, Ron.
Bye bye.
Hey, Jim.
Good morning,
Hey,
Mohawk.
Edward. Oh, I need sleep. I wouldn't have got up if Laura hadn't told me I had to get out of bed so she can go live.
So she kicked you out?
Yeah, she kicked me out of bed.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a fairly late night last night. Didn't class it as last night. It was more like this morning.
Go on, Bill.
Yeah, didn't get to bed till nearly 5:30.
I was going to say, Bill's normally on till like 5, half 5. Our time.
No, I think he finished it. I think it was just after 4 when we finished. God alone knows what happened to the next hour.
Oh, he's one of those shows that don't really have a set time. It's just whenever they feel like ending it.
Yeah, he usually
Yeah,
does.
a bit like Paul's.
Yeah,
When he gets popular, hey, let's wrap it up.
usually does about 3 hours. But then he says, right, we're going to end it and everything, and we go. And then we spend the next half hour chatting to each other in the back room.
Yeah, about stuff you could have spoke about
Yeah.
live.
I mean, we were chatting for about 20 minutes before we started as well.
There's no harm in chatting backstage. I agree with the chatting before the show anyway, because it gets you warmed up, and then as soon as the show starts, you're all fired up to talk anyway. There's nothing worse than starting a panel show and nobody's just sat there looking at each other going, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one night I was gonna go live, and matter of fact, David called me. Me and him are sitting talking. Next thing I know, like 3.5 hours went by. It's like, never mind, I'm not going live now. It's too much.
What the hell? So, has the snow arrived yet, Paul?
No, just rain.
Ah, lying bastard.
It's 35 degrees now.
Quite cold enough for it to come down and stick.
Whoa. 35, so that would be 1 degree or one or 2 degrees here.
Yeah, about 2.
Was it cold? Was it lower than that earlier?
Yes.
Then you've got time. Then you've got a possibility for snow. Because once you hit 2 degrees going upwards,
We had some snow overnight because I went and looked on the camera, and you could see little snowflakes coming down, you know. But
Yeah.
then it warmed up a little bit and stopped.
Well, we're supposed to be getting a mini beast from the east during December.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of rain coming in today. So.
We're currently in that phenomenon where the Met Office say you're going to get rain for the next 4 hours. And the rain radar, if you actually go on the rain radar website, actually says it's raining. But you look outside and everything's dry. There's not a fucking raindrop in the sky.
All right. It's trying to rain here. We keep getting drops every now and again.
Well, you guys just pack it in.
I think Manchester's Christmas market started this weekend.
Oh, then it's going to rain every fucking day. When the
Yeah.
Christmas market's on.
Get all my shit charged up for tomorrow.
What? Fine. This. Is this what you want?
Gotta wear some heavy pants tomorrow.
Hmm?
So I gotta wear some heavy pants tomorrow. It's gonna be warm or freezing in the morning.
No?
It's like 80 degrees right now outside, but then between now and tomorrow night, it's gonna get down in the high 30s. That cold wave's coming down now. Start getting real chilly probably around 10 or 11 tonight.
I have to ask the question. A chili is spicy. So why is it when they say when it's going cold, it's a bit chilly?
I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mint is pretty fresh and cold. Especially if you use that Source mint shower gel on your bollock. Yeah, you only ever make that mistake once.
I was like putting the icy hot on your shit. Yeah, I've seen people do prank videos online where they've done that. They put just a little bit of icy hot in somebody's underwear and then put it back in their underwear drawer. You'd see them come out and they put their underwear on, get dressed and everything. They come out of the room, all of a sudden they're grabbing their shit and they're like, "Oh my god, it's burning!
Mhm.
The fuck!"
Yeah, Source shower jelly. They do a mint one, and they also do a hot spice one.
You?
Never ever go from the one to the other.
I didn't like mine. I had to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, icy hot, I don't know if you know what that is. I don't know if you guys have that over there, but it's like muscle gel you rub on your muscles.
Oh, we have that. It's called deep heat over here.
Yeah. Well, if you get that on anywhere, I don't care if you're male or female, you get that near your crotch and your shit is going to be on fire. It ain't going to feel good at all. So if your inner thigh, you pull the muscle on your inner thigh, you better be real careful how far you go up.
Beautiful.
Also, to access trans healthcare for 200 years. People are then having to access private healthcare and they can't afford it.
I'm an hour and a half from Paul, and snow is starting to accumulate over here, Edward. So is it heading towards Paul? I'm assuming.
Well, Paul is supposed to be getting it.
He's south of Paul, so that's why I'm wondering if it's going right underneath Paul or if it's just hasn't hit Paul yet.
Please check out, and I'll put it in my bio as well. If you can share it, that would be.
Who in there?
Sorry, I cannot hear you. What kind of bed?
Now, if we got snow where I live,
Is somebody
that'd be
watching
like-
a musical?
Yeah,
So
me.
I heard it for a second.
I thought somebody just kept bursting into music.
Yeah, Kate's messing about on whatever she's messing about on her phone.
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's not you, Mark, just about to start jumping up going, the living room is a sound, the live sound of music, and shit like that.
No, I'm not likely to do that.
Everybody on TikTok.
She's doing some TikTok.
Oh no, she's not into TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're not allowed to be friends with Laura no more.
Why?
I can't have two of you on TikTok. It just drives me insane.
Double trouble.
The moment I wake up, she's there on TikTok. I go to bed, she's still swiping up on fucking TikTok.
Welcome to married life.
There's like a 5-minute spell in the middle where she stops TikTok just to ask what's for dinner.
I'm not always on it. I'll come off it for 3 months and go back on it.
Oh, that's not bad. 3 months.
Yeah.
You won't come off it for 3 minutes.
I'll come off and then go back on when I want.
Justin used to be on TikTok.
I got too many stalkers on there.
Oh, God. The amount of times Laura keeps getting messages going, I want to be your sugar daddy.
Yeah, I know. I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
I know, and she never responded back to me.
Because you don't look like the honey monster. She wants the sugar puffs.
Yeah.
Got monster mad for the honey.
How are you? Hi, how are you, sexy? I'm going like, bug off.
Yeah, they're doing with that shit. Man, you, the video of 7-second video of me walking on YouTube got 2,500 views.
Well, yeah. Wonder why that was.
I don't know. Justin had it on repeat, I think. It was Justin that messaged me and said, you walk like a man. Well, duh.
Yeah.
I think I'd be
Well,
pretty
that's why I
worried
said
if I weren't walking like a man.
that's why I said I need to be drinking more alcohol. That way it starts looking a little wobbly. And all of a sudden your ass starts shaking a little more. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
And Paul, that's why I'm not doing it again.
That's what you say now, but
No, I'm definitely not. Fuck that.
we'll see.
No phone.
I'll go with strong steel, sorry, traffic, go ahead.
Get up on it like 30 minutes from electrical.
Roger, I have check downs at Sarnia Elevator, Sydney Smith, and Imperial. Over.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
Oh, just got it. Right. Well, I shall see you all this evening then.
Yep, we'll see you later today.
All right.
Mark, take care. Justin, you have a good day, and we'll see you again all later. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.